Antonio breaks down the law of attraction so well that it doesn't matter whether you're a child or an adult, whether you're 8 years old or 80 years old. Antonio teaches the law of attraction in a way to where anyone can grasp the concept, can gain understanding, and can begin to use the law of attraction to get what it is that they desire most in life. I guarantee you that you want to take a listen to Antonio's podcast, Secret to Success, Law of Attraction.
Now, if you're ready, grab a pen, grab a pad, notepad. Grab a pen, grab a pad. We are about to get started about abundance. Let's talk now about abundance. Very simple. Abundance is not what you think it is. You have been accustomed to believing that abundance is about doing. You believe that abundance is about how hard you work. But that is not the truth. We have been misled to believe what abundance is. And most importantly and most drastically, you have been taught that lack exists. I want to break this down for you, and welcome all of you who are calling. I want to break this down for you. Lack, go ahead and mute the phones, Tempest. I want to break this down for you. Lack is something that does not exist. Very important that you understand this. Lack is something that does not exist. Lack is something that does not exist. You need to put that in your head. You need to own it. You need to eat it. You need to bathe with it. Lack is a lie. Lack is a lie that the government told you, your culture has told you, your church may have told you, your parents have taught you. Lack is not something that is real. The universe does nothing in lack. It doesn't rain in lack. It doesn't have grass in lack. Doesn't have water in lack. Doesn't even have volcanoes in lack. When the universe decides to do something, it will be in great abundance. When the universe decides to do something, it will be in great abundance. When the universe decides to do something, it will be in great abundance. What do I mean by this? I simply mean that when the universe decides to do something, it would do it in great abundance. 4 times I said that to you because 4 times you need to hear it, because if you think that there's not enough jobs out here, if you think there's not enough money in your bank account, if you think that there's just not enough, you are lying to yourself because you've been lied to. Let's break it down. There is $19 trillion in circulation in America alone. Alone. In America, you can't have a dollar without a debt. That means if it's $19 trillion in debt, dollars in circulation, and you're stressing over your last $20. It is inappropriate. You cannot believe lack. Lack is a lie. Lack is the lie that the government has given you, your media has given you, your culture has given you. Lack is a lie. There is no such thing as lack. Let's give some practical ways in which you start buying into lack talk. Ooh, I shouldn't spend this because. Or, ooh, I need to save this because. I'm not telling you to not be a good steward over your income, your money, but I am telling you that if you're scared to check your bank account balance, you believe there is lack. If you have to pray over your credit card while you swiping it at the line in Walmart, you believe in lack. Let me just turn to my audience just for a second. We all know about that silent prayer. Please let this go through. Don't embarrass me in front of all 22 of these people. Ma'am, why is you so loud? Go through. First of all right, you understand. All right, you understand. Basically, lack is a lie. And if you tune out, if you have to go, if you miss anything, I need you to represent in your mind that lack is a lie. Orange trees do not barely grow. Mosquitoes don't barely come out. There is no lack. So abundance, it's not about what you're doing. Abundance is about what you're being. Everyone, write that down. Abundance is not stuff. Abundance is who you are. And when you become abundance, you draw into you abundance. When you become an abundant friend, you draw into you abundant friends. When you become an abundant business owner, you draw into you abundant customers. When you set your price in abundance, you draw into you people who can afford your abundant price. When you have abundance in your relationships and your marriages, you now lend the opportunities to draw into you abundant relationships and marriages. Abundance is not stuff. You cannot have things and still be in abundance. And you can be in a cutback season, but still be an abundant thinker. Let's open that up. Some of you are doing all the right things. You're saying all the right things. You're being the right people. You're being the right person. You should be happy. We are honored to know you. There's nobody greater than you. You are so great. And right now, my call just failed. Right now, you are in an abundant season. Okay? This is magical. This is powerful. This is amazing. Let me just reconnect the call real quick. All right, there we go. Back at it. Sorry about that disconnection. I have a cellular. Whoa, that's twice it disconnected. Okay, so let's try it again as we're live in front of thousands of people. All right, so abundance is not what you're doing, is not what you're being. Get your phone ready. I might need your phone if it disconnects again. All right. We're back. Let's see if the phone. Okay, there we go. We're back. Let's see if the phone doesn't kick me out again. Sorry about that. Lots of people are calling in. And my cellular provider is not the greatest. Abundance is not what you are doing. It's not what you have. Abundance is who you are. How many of you understand that you're an abundant thinker? You're just in a cutback season. There will be seasons of lack. And in these seasons, you must continue to be an abundant thinker so you can attract abundance after the lack. So abundance is not what you are thinking. Abundance is who you are and what you're dominantly thinking. True abundance has nothing to do with what you have. True abundance is everything about what you're being. So with that being said, let me say this next statement. There's only one of us in the room. There's only one of us over the phone. That is it. We are one source manifested in different ways, but we are one source. Listen to me. And you listen to me very well, because when you start thinking lack, you automatically think me versus them, us versus them. Listen to this. If you subscribe to lack, you automatically versus them or me versus them. That is not only an incorrect philosophy, an incorrect theology, an incorrect science. It doesn't matter which major field. All major fields would tell you that we are all the same thing. If you want to go to astronomy would tell you we're all made from stardust. If you want to go to the Bible, we're all made from his image. If you want to go to the Quran, we're all made from his image. If you want to go to metaphysics, we're all made from the creative source. There's one of us in the room. So when you give, you have to get back because you gave to yourself. Everybody, please, I beg you, write that down. When you begin to give, you must receive because you simply gave to yourself. just another manifestation of yourself. And if you want abundance, you must start giving. Everywhere in your life, everywhere you have lack in your life, it's because you stopped giving or never gave in that area. I'll say that again. Every single place in your life where you lack, you do not give in that area, or you stop giving in that area, or you've never given in that area. We are one. Quantum physics calls it entanglement. Quantum physics says since everything started in the universe in one location and unraveled out, we are still connected. The Holy Scriptures of the Christian religion says that whatever you do unto the least of these, my brethren, you do also unto me. I don't care how you slice it, we are one. I don't care what philosophy you subscribe to, we are one. That is not changing. And when you are broke, it's because you stop treating people like we are one. If you're broke in your finances, because you don't give. And giving can be if you want to make money, giving can only be through how many people you serve. I was talking to, in one of my meetups yesterday, a young lady from Kansas, Tiana, was saying something so profound that she heard from a Jewish synagogue. $1, every bit of money represents a certificate of how many people you have served. And this could not be more true. Everybody listening. However much money you have in your bank account, pocket, on your credit cards, whatever that may, well, let's keep credit cards out of it. That's a different kind of money. Everything that you have access to monetarily, all of it, it represents how many people you serve. Now, whether you like this or not, this is the truth. If you're broke, it's because you don't serve people. You cannot withdraw from this world and expect to be in abundance. You cannot withdraw from this world and expect to be in abundance. You cannot withdraw from this world, push that further. You can't withdraw from your friends and expect to be in abundant friendship. You can't withdraw from your spouse and expect to be in abundance. You can't withdraw from your financial knowledge or intelligence and expect to be in abundance. Here's the proof of that. Let's think about this. When you withdraw, that is subtraction. Subtraction is lack. So when you withdraw from the producing lack to this universe, and you're trying to get abundance out of lack, if you withdraw, you are creating lack by definition. Doesn't matter. Well, I didn't like that. She got on my nerve. If you withdraw, now I'm not saying don't not double negative, hang around quality people. I am saying that when you withdraw, you create more of what you need to withdraw from. When you withdraw, you create more of what you need to withdraw from. Let's prove it. You ever had a problem and you couldn't figure it out, so you withdrew from all your friends? Didn't you not create more of that problem because you couldn't figure it out? Einstein says it best: man cannot fix a problem that his consciousness has created. If you have created it and you can't fix it with your same level of awareness, abundance is not stuff. You only get the stuff when you become the stuff. Oh, please write that down. Abundance is not stuff. Stuff is a part of abundance, but abundance is not stuff. To make abundance is not stuff. Abundance acts more like a verb. It is a being. It is a doing. So you write this down in repetition. Abundance is not stuff. You get the stuff by becoming the stuff. Very simple to explain that. If you have drama, that's what you are. That's what you became. If you have felonies, that's what you are. That's what you became. Before you ever got your first felony, you became a felon. Period. You just wasn't caught. If you're rich, good job. You became rich. You became rich. And you became rich before you became rich. All of you are out here trying to become rich without becoming rich first. You could become rich right now when you're broke, and then you will become rich, because what you are is what abundance is, and it's what you will become. Here's the problem. All of you right now are experiencing great abundance. Some of this abundance just doesn't serve you. That's the wonderful thing about abundance. Abundance has no respect of person. Okay? Everybody write this down. All of you, every single one of you, are in a great state of abundance. Some of you just have a great abundance of lack. Every one of us, me, you, all of us, are in a great overflow of abundance. Some of you just have an overflow of people gossiping against you. Some of you have an overflow of negative income. Some of you have an overflow of attitude. Some of you have an overflow of income. But you are in great abundance right now. That's not changing. Good job. You've manifested your reality in an abundant nature. Because you know why? Because the universe didn't give you a little bit of your dominant thoughts. Write that down. The universe has not given you a little bit of your dominant thoughts. Whatever you were dominantly thinking, the universe has given to you in great abundance. Whatever you were dominantly thinking, the universe has given to you in great abundance. Dynamic abundance. Spectacular, overflowing abundance. Ask yourself, do I have an abundance of prosperity or abundance of poverty? What say you? What do you have an abundance of? Do you have an abundance of things disserving you? Because all of you are in a dynamic state of abundance. How do you get out of abundance? You start giving where you lack. If you're sad, give people happiness. If you're broke, take $5. Just, who wants to know how to stop being broke? Okay, got two hands in front of me. I'm sure all the muted callers have hands in front of them too. You got $5 left to your name. Go get change for a 5. Now you got 5 ones. Now go out there and give away 5 ones. So you just gave your last to 5 people. Do that, and you'll never have your last again. It's not pseudo knowledge. This is not metaphysics. This is actually the law of giving, or the law of giving and receiving, or the law of receiving, or causality, or cause and effect, or reap what you sow. Both of these laws, there's only 2 of those, it's had different names. Both of these laws I've mentioned, and they're different names, law of receiving, or reaping and sowing, cause and effect, however you want to call it, they both are science. This is not something you have to believe in. You do not have to believe in abundance. Abundance is science, abundance is yours, and you already live in a great state of abundance. Some of you only want Michael Jordans. So you can walk into your closet, guess what you have? An abundance of Michael Jordan tennis shoes. That's what you have. And that's good. There's no problem with that. If that's what you wanted. But if you want more, and all you have is abundance in your closet, but not abundance in your pocket, then you have a lack of financial intelligence. Because read a book on financial intelligence. So since you won't give the book your time, money won't give you time. Since you won't give the book your time, in fact, I'll say that even better. Time won't give you money. That's even more powerful, even more accurate. Since you won't give financial books your time, time won't give you financial money. And that's the truth. And that's what it is. Abundance has nothing to do with what you're doing. Abundance has everything to do with what you're being. There's one of us in a room. Ask yourself, all ye land, all ye people of the land, and ask the last time I've given someone abundance. Let's go simpler. When was the last time I've given someone myself? When was the last time you've taken a phone call that interrupted your day, but you gave them all you had on that phone call? There's nothing worse than people who don't have time for people. There's absolutely nothing worse than people who don't have time for people. There's one of us in the room. You are going to die. You are going to die and return to the source. Return to the light. Write that down. You are going to die and return to the light. You know why? Because there's one of us in the room, and the light is full of abundance, and the great source is full of abundance, same thing as light, full of abundance. And it will not let you die so it can have lack. Your energy will be redispersed to something greater than our understanding. You will die. It makes no sense to die in lack. It makes no sense. You've been here to live, but most of you have stopped living when you about 18 years old. As soon as life has hit you hard, you stop living. Write this down. When it comes to abundance, there is no authority. Now write this down under that. Authority doesn't exist. I'm going to talk about both. And I've just hit up against some of your belief system. When it comes to abundance, there is no authority. Here's what I mean by that. That means nobody gets to control your blessing. Come on, let's have some. This ain't church, but let's have some church up in here right now. Nobody can control your blessings. If you are planting the right seeds, if you're following the right laws, if you are in harmony with abundance, nobody can stop your abundance. Rewind, press play. If you are in harmony with abundance, no boss against you, no spouse against you, no taxes against you, no felonies against you, no background can stop you when you are in harmony with abundance, because abundance has no authority. The only way people can control your abundance is if they teach you that there is lack. If you buy into the fact that there is lack, that's the only way people can control your abundance, by giving you a new concept, it ain't enough. And that's a lie. There is everything out here. You already have enough money in your pocket to do what you need to do to get to the next level. I'm broke. That's all you need. You don't need money to get to the next level. See, they missed it. That's all right. You already have enough money in your pocket to get to the next level. I don't have no money. Good. The next level for you ain't got nothing to do with money. You just keep using lack as an excuse not to be great. Stop using lack as an excuse not to be great. Write that down, please. Stop using lack as an excuse not to be great. You are going back to the great source, because you know what? The great source does not have any lack, and it ain't going to sit up here and let you be outside or your energy be outside. The worm's going to eat you, and that's going to be energy. However it's going to work. You will not be in lack unless somebody proves to you in your consciousness that lack exists. Abundance has no authority. What do I mean? Nobody can stop your blessing. Abundance has no authority. The only one that can take authority over the abundance in your life is you. With your stinking thinking, with your poverty plan, and with your doo-doo cloud hanging all over you. Abundance has no authority. Listen, everybody listen to me. If you out there doing the right things, if you done joined the right clubs, if you done hooked up with the right people, there is no lack. There is no authority. I understand that you may be the wrong color in the wrong country. That don't stop your authority. That don't stop your abundance. I understand that there's a systematic of this, if they don't want you, or she won't let me, or he won't let me. That's a lie unless you believe it, and now you're giving your power to them. There is no lack. There is no abundance. There's not a lack of mosquitoes. There's not a lack of water. There's not a lack of food. There is no lack. There is no lack. Am I pushing that point across? There is no lack at all. What you need to do is you need to center yourself and find out that you have all sorts of abundance inside of you right now. You're broke. Do you have laughter? You can laugh your way to riches by giving your laughter to someone else. You can give your laughter to someone else, and it will put you in harmony with this universe. And then things will be added unto you. Abundant stuff. Abundance is your being. Does that make sense? All right, hold on. I gotta breathe in. My nose is stopped up. Abundance is not stuff. It is who you are. And you only have in your life what you are. Les Brown says that in life you don't get what you want, you get who you are. He's absolutely accurate. That's not changing. In fact, you should write down that quote from Les Brown. In life, you do not get what you want, you get who you are. And who you are is what you have. Now, how do we get to abundance? You need to be clear on a picture of abundance. Most people can't get abundance because they don't have a picture of it. You need to get clear on abundance. This is rock solid information. Ask yourself, how much money do you have? I got $15 to my name. Great. You have more than people in lots of countries. How much clothes? $5,000 worth of clothes that you don't even like, that you can't even wear. Abundance. It's not stuff. Abundance is who you are. We are all part of this life. Let's break this down for a second. I don't care which school of thought you come from. The next thing I'm about to say is all facts. This great source was sitting in dense abundance, and it went out. This great source, this light, God, whatever you want to call it, said, hey, I want to experience myself. So it went out and it created this world. That's fine. But then when it really wanted to get to know itself, himself, however your beliefs are, it had to look in and say, you know what? In me is the greatest experience of myself. Write this down. In God, light source, whichever word you feel comfortable with, in it is the greatest experience of itself. So it exploded. I don't care if you want to call it Big Bang or what. It exploded. I don't care if you want to say, let there be light. It exploded. I don't care how it is. I don't care how you say it, what school of thought, whether it be randomness, it doesn't matter. And you are now the experience of it. I don't care how you look at it. History says the same thing. Historians say the same thing. Philosophers say the same thing. Theologians say the same. Listen, you saying stuff and you just disagree with one another. I'm not here to disagree with you. I'm just telling you that you are abundance walking, but you're in lack. Write that down. I am abundance walking, but I am in lack. This light exploded upon itself. Pushed out its greatness and said, now you, whatever your name is, you will be my abundance. Because I want to experience me through you. And in that, you are abundant, but you're covered in lack. How are you covered in lack? Your mama told you money don't grow on trees. Your school told you where you belong. Your pastor told you be poor. Your church told you poor is holy. You got songs about being poor. You sing songs about being poor. You hate celebrities on TV because you love to hate them. The media has you scared to do the next step. Failure has you scared to do the next step. You're covered in all this lack. And you're not living you. You're living what other people will put. Oh, you should write that down. Most of you are not living the abundant you. You were born in abundance when you were a kid. You're so much born in abundance that we couldn't tell you couldn't be an astronaut at 5 years old. I had to wait till you start thinking. I had to wait until you start realizing there's a reality out here that you can't have. But I first had to teach you can't have it, or something outside of my teacher told you can't have it. And then when you accepted what you can have, that's when you start being in lack. Abundance is wonderful. Abundance is, most people are not in abundance because, write this down, they think money is bad. They think money is bad. Most people think money is bad. There's a scripture that says, root of all evil, money is the root of all evil. That's not what it says. It says love of money is the root of all evil. Most people think money is bad. Here's a great example for you. You accept my compliment. You do something for me, I say, oh man, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate you. Oh man, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here, take this money. Whoa. I didn't do this for money. And it's not that you're trying to be, I tried to exchange you money. It felt yucky. Because that's how you feel about money. The moment I put money in the equation, that's how you feel about money. Well, that's not me. I'll take your money if you give it to me. Okay, let's give you another example. Hey, I really love your services. How much do you charge? There's three types of people when people ask you how much do you charge. I'll do it for free. What does that mean? I love you so much that I hate me. So please like me so I can feel better about me. So don't let me charge you so you can be my friend. Person number one. Person number two. I don't know what to charge. It's because you don't know your level of abundance. How you don't know what to charge? Because you don't know your worth. Oh, my. Those of you who don't know what to charge for your product, you don't know your worth. That's it. Well, I'm waiting on I'm just trying to see what they charging. What's that got to do with your worth? What they are charging has nothing to do with you. Prime case. I have an Apple iPhone and a Mac. And in every device in my house is powered by Apple. Guess what? Apple come down off their prices because I have a problem with their prices. And Apple has been arguing. They've been arguing with Apple, lower your prices, lower your prices. Apple said no. You should lower your prices. No. No, but for real though, Apple, you should lower your prices. No, I'm not gonna buy from you. So, Apple knows its worth. If you don't know what to charge, it's because you're not sure about your worth. That's the truth. It is almost never about price. It is about attitude. People buy the attitude and the genuosity of that person. They do not buy the price. If they like you, if they trust you, they'll buy from you regardless of the price. Write that down. If they trust you, they will buy from you regardless of the price. And the reason why you don't know what to charge is because you don't know what your worth is. So here's what you subconsciously do. You go out and seek the industry standard so you can have your worth somewhere around theirs. Oh, y'all missed it. When you don't know your worth, you say, well, let's see what they're charging for. Because you are so uncomfortable with your worth, you want to see what other people are worth, and then you insanely make your worth theirs. Just for that. That's what I'm going to be. No! Robert Kiyosaki is a great example of this. He wanted to come up with a game called Cash Flow Quadrant. He charged $299 for this board game. The advanced version of Parcheesi, which is great, by the way, it's $299. He just said, I just didn't want those customers, and I know my worth. How can you know your worth and still undercharge it? Let me give you the third person before I say this. The third kind of people. How much do you charge? Boom, abundance. That's how much I charge. I need this much. The people are not sure they're worth, afraid of their worth, or know exactly what they're worth. Period. That's just the way it is. When you don't know your worth, this is what I was about to say. Brace yourself. When you're not sure, brace yourself. When you're not sure of your worth, you date people to give you your worth. And they'll never make you worth more than their abuse of you. Well, she's not abusive. Okay. They'll never date you. They'll never make you more than their role for you. When you do not know your worth, other people will decide for you. When you do not know your worth, other people will decide for you. Well, you know what? I hear you, but I just, I feel bad when I make money because there's other people out there that just don't have it, and I feel like if I do that, I'm a part of the system that's keeping them oppressed. How many of you feel like that? I'm scared to make money because I don't want to be that kind of person. Don't let your righteousness decompress your abundance. Everybody write this down. Don't let your righteousness decompress your abundance. I'll say it again. Somebody put a hashtag plant bet on that. Don't let your righteousness decompress your abundance. What do I mean? Well, I love my deity, so I'll stay broke. Let me tell you something. Your deity would really prefer if you actually make some money so you can help people. None of you can help anybody from a state of poverty. I want to change the world. I want to help end homelessness, but I can't do that broke. You cannot end homelessness broke. Well, you know what? I want to start a shelter for battered women. You can't do it broke. Good people do good things with money, according to Lisa Nichols. Lisa Nichols says good people do good things with money. And I just tend to agree with her. Do not let your righteousness decompress abundance. Too many of you are afraid to make money because what your mama gonna think about you when you do. Too many of you are afraid to make money because your friends won't hang with you when you do. Can I borrow from Tyrese for a second? Ha, 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 ha. I see you over there making money. Ha. Yeah, they don't like you. And you know they don't like you. And so you stay broke so they can like you. You know they don't like you. And you stay broke so they can like you. Because, hey, I hate me so much, I want you to like me at all costs. Write this down. Everybody will not like you. Everybody will not like you. The moment you realize everybody won't like you, you can stop chasing customers that are not yours. The moment you feel like it's okay for people not to like you, is the moment that you will stop chasing after customers who will never pay you. The moment you'll stop dating people who will never date you. You're in a relationship with them and they're not in a relationship with you. You're in a relationship with them, they're still in a relationship with their ex. We create everything. Write that down. That's abundance. We create everything. But I didn't create this poverty. Yes, you did. And that's the rub. You created what is in your life with your seeds and your dominant thoughts. No one ever does anything inappropriate. You've never done anything inappropriate in your whole life. You've never done anything inappropriate in your entire life. Write this down. Everyone does what is appropriate according to their worldview. So when someone does something inappropriate to you, in their world, under these circumstances, that was not inappropriate. So when you're, the next time you get ashamed because you did something inappropriate, in your world, under these circumstances, that is what was appropriate. You're just ashamed that you got caught. In your worldview, you will always do what is appropriate. The moment you declare yourself to be anything, that is unlike it will come against you. The moment you decide anything that is unlike you will come against you. I'll explain. Say it again for you note takers. The moment you decide to do or be anything that is unlike you will come against you. Why? Because the absence of which you are not is that which you are is not. Confusing. The absence of which you are not is that thing that you are not. I'll explain. If you are a millionaire, the only things that can come against you is poor people and poverty. It has to, because that's how the law works. If you are a drug dealer, the only thing that can come against you is people who want to put you in jail for doing drugs. That's it. There's nothing else. You must manifest what you are not. You have to. You manifest what you are and you manifest what you are not. The trick is to not give attention to what you are not. Because what you resist grows. So if you decide to become a lawyer right now, anything that is not a lawyer exists in your reality. And anything that is a lawyer resists in your reality. Now what you must do is only do what serves the reality that you want. The masters of this world, the masters of karate, all sorts of fields, they all understand one thing: embrace what is wrong with them, and then that thing loses power. When you embrace your weaknesses no longer exist. When you embrace you don't like paperwork, then what you do is you staff someone that does paperwork. But the moment you keep lying to yourself is the moment your money will start lying to you. Oh, I thought I had enough. Ha ha. Ha ha. My name is Money. I was joking with you. No, I just looked like enough. That wasn't enough. Because the moment you continue to resist what is wrong with you, you cannot have abundance. Because if you put your energy there, that is a seed, and you're going to get back more of what's wrong with you in abundance. Abundance. Abundance is who you are. It is what you are being. So, here's your abundance challenge. Find all the areas in your life where there is massive lack and start giving in those areas. All of them. Every area where there is lack, give. If you do not start giving in those lack areas, you only manifest to you more of those lack areas. Anything that you are, you attract into your life, and you also attract this opposite. Don't give energy to the opposite. Serve what you're for, and you will find yourself into abundance. Abundance is not your bank account, but if you become a great bank account, you'll have one. Abundance is not your bank account, but if you become a great bank account, you'll have one. The funny thing about money is, if you don't grow out to it, it will always dwindle down to you. You can plant better. You can dominate.